We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors. Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting, for all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing. Call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
Sugar, we are screaming Go Rebels! Also, come check us out in store or online. GimmeSomeSugarLafette.com for all your Christmas gift giving needs.
Sunshine Heating and Air, for all of your heating and cooling needs. Call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. Come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels. Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, best meats in town, freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is number one. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama. Daniel Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061. You call, we haul. Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Welcome to the Chambers Academy cheer program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining us live from Torbert Allen Field on the campus of Chambers Academy as we're about to bring you this semifinal playoff matchup as the Chambers Academy Rebels host the Escambia Academy Cougars. It's a rematch of last year's 2A championship game, playing in the semifinal round this year because of the way the seeding broke out, and it promises to be a great matchup between the 10-1 Cougars and the 10-1 Rebels. We are proud to have with us in our pregame show tonight Mr. John Owens, the headmaster of Chambers Academy. Welcome, Mr. Owens.
Hey, thank you, Calvin. It's great to be up here and get a chance to talk to you guys.
Mr. Owens is a alumni of Chambers Academy, or maybe it is alumnus of Chambers Academy.
That's right.
Class of 1988. He is the first headmaster at Chambers to be a graduate of our fine institution. And how does it feel to come home, Mr. Owens?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I've missed this place for so many years, and having the opportunity to come back 3 years ago and then last March step into the role of headmasters is such an honor, and to get to be here and to be home with all my home folks, it's just a blessing to get to do this every day.
And you have a son in the junior class, is that correct, Jake?
I do.
Number 65.
Jason Jr., number 65, and he'll be out there tonight, and so he loves it here too.
You played football when you were in school, correct?
Yes. I played. I played Pee Wee. I played junior high. I played varsity. I always tell Ty I was the first number one. And
were you
I told him, I said, yeah. I told him, I said, you may be a really good player, but I was the original. So you just keep remembering that. I wasn't as good. I wasn't even as close as good as he is. So.
Who was your coach?
My coach, well, in my sophomore and junior year, it was Sammy Till, and then that's when Coach Montgomery came in my senior year. My senior year, we made it to the playoffs. We had not been to the playoffs, I think, since like 73 or something like that. And that was the year we went in the first round and beat Patrician with like a minute left to go off Steve Golden's kickoff return. We took it 83 yards to the house and beat them 21-14. 21-14 or 21-15, something like that.
Well, some great memories from that when you were here as a kid and you're coming back as a leader here as the headmaster. What are some of the things that have changed in a positive way here for CA?
Well, I think right now, we're experiencing a really good growth period. We've got 267 kids in the school compared to 240 last year. So we've had a lot of students that have moved in. Of course, we lost 23 seniors, graduated 23 seniors last year. So we're getting more and more kids that are coming in from Tallapoosa County, Randolph County, Chambers County, Lee County as well. We've also started our capital campaign drive, which is called our Fund to Excellence. And we've already started the solicitation process and looking at ways that we can improve the infrastructure of our school right now. There's some things that we have going on right now just from a school standpoint that are really positive. Our faculty is doing a great job teaching in the classroom, and so I'm really excited about what's going on here at CA.
Yeah, the community's really excited. I know as a parent I am as well. And if somebody wants to find out more about the capital campaign, where can they go to find that out?
Well, you can of course call the school. You can talk to me. You can talk to our counselor, Emily Milford. We're the ones that's basically have been doing a lot of the work on it, especially Emily. She's done a lot of it. And there's ways that you can call the school and be able to find out more. It's a great opportunity for us. As far as I can remember, we've never done one this large before, and it's given us an opportunity to reconnect with a lot of our alumni. And we've been able to go out and contact alumni from California, Virginia, and Alabama, and Georgia, all over the United States. And that's been really the fun part for us, is getting to see people that and hear from people that we hadn't heard from in a long time.
See where they ended up from coming through the school system here?
Yeah.
It's great to see that.
Yeah, and they want to, the cool thing about it is they want to do something for Chambers Academy, and they're really excited when we reach out to them and talk to them about it, and so they're willing to lend a helping hand to what we're trying to do.
That sounds great. And as some of the other programs that are doing well so far this year, what are some of the other athletic programs that are hitting off the page?
Well, we just finished up a very successful volleyball season, and of course finished runner-up in the state, lost in the state championship to Edgewood, and had a really good year with those girls. I know that Coach Hines has already started girls basketball, and of course, after football season is over with, we'll be hitting the hardwood on our brand new floor that we did this past year, which looks phenomenal. And, we really anticipate to have winning seasons in every sport. We've got some quality athletes, some quality coaches, and we're going through a really successful run in our whole, all of our athletic teams. So we're really excited about what kind of year we're going to have in all our sports. And the fact, our Scholars Bowl, a couple of weeks ago, we finished second place in Southern Union in the Southern Union tournament. And Austin Reed is our sponsor there. So I was really happy for them. So we've got some kids doing some really good things here at the school and beyond it too.
Sounds like you got all the cylinders hitting right here and firing. That's great.
I hope so. Yeah, but we've got good kids too. We've got kids that they're hungry and they're motivated, and they're coming to me all the time with new ideas to do things. And if it's a great idea, I just let them take the ball and run with it.
That's great. Give them an area to work with and let them grow.
That's right. That's right.
Great.
You mentioned being on the first team that made the playoffs from 73 to 88. I know I could never envision this, but let me ask you if you could. A win tonight would be our 7th championship appearance in a row.
Wow. Wow.
You ever think you'd see that?
I was trying to think how many we've been to in a row.
Been to 6 in a row, and tonight, if we win, it'll be 7. This is the 12th semifinal game, and you played in one of those semifinal games if you won a first-round game. And we've won 9 of the previous 12 semifinal games. So this is, as Coach Allen says, this is the golden era of Chambers football, no doubt about that.
That's right. And give credit to Jason and Dylan and Coach Greer. They've done a phenomenal job with these kids this year. And, we've, for the most part this year, we've been very successful. We've been fortunate to not get hurt. Or we've had some injuries, but we haven't had any major injuries in this football season. So, that's tip of the hat to him and what he does at this program.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, the JV team, if I'm not mistaken, was undefeated last year and they only lost 1 game this year, and the Pee Wee team won the Pee Wee Bowl.
That's right, and that's something I failed to mention. We went back to back to back in our Pee Wee programs, winning a Pee Wee Bowl down at Lowndes Academy, so that's 3 years in a row we won that. So,
And that translates into winning on down the road.
That's right. That's right. Your feeder program's extremely important. It's important here, and I think the good thing about it is all our coaches are involved in every level of our football program, and that's huge. You don't see that everywhere you go.
Well, should be quite a night.
Yeah.
2 really, really good teams. Of course, Escambia was probably still stinging a little bit from losing that state championship last year, so they're going to come in with a little bit of a motivation chip on their shoulder, and they only lost to Otaga. We only lost to Pike, and they beat Pike, so they're probably thinking that that they can kind of build on that differential and hopefully be victorious tonight. But that's not always the case. I know last year Glenwood beat Pike in the regular season. Pike beat Glenwood in the championship game. And we don't have to go back too far in history. We beat Southern pretty badly at Southern.
Yeah.
Replayed them in the championship game and they shut us down. So it's doable.
Well,
and,
this is a tough place to play.
It is. And you do. Coach Allen's one of those coaches that the old saying goes, he can take his and beat yours, and then he can turn around and take yours and beat his. And so, that's who you want on the sidelines, is somebody that can develop a game plan. And I saw some of the kids at lunch the other day, and they were enthusiastic about the game plan that had been developed. And I feel good. I'm excited.
Well,
a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Well, from what I understand, talking to him, they've had a really good week of preparation. And, that's where it all starts. And you're going to play like you practice. So hopefully they've done what they're supposed to do, and it's just a matter of going out there and playing now.
Get out there and execute.
That's right.
So if you're in town, and we will have everything here for you.
And we have put together a highlight video from the last game with Escambia, which was last year's championship game. And we're going to hope we let you enjoy that. I don't see it popping up in the queue. And Mr. Owens, thank you for joining us tonight. I know you got a lot of stuff to do out there.
Oh, yeah, it's a busy night for me. But I appreciate the opportunity that y'all gave me to come up here and talk a little bit about our school.
Right, we appreciate you coming up.
Sure thing.
Hey,
thank you.
Seeing
Keep up the good work.
All right.
November 20th, 2020. The number one team in the AISA 2A East region, Chambers Academy Rebels, faces off against the number one team in the AISA 2A West region, the Escambia Academy Cougars. It was a battle of region champs in Crampton Bowl and Montgomery for the 2A state championship.
The Rebel scoring gets underway with number 10 senior Peyton Allen hitting John White for a 48-yard touchdown pass. Second touchdown for the Rebel comes on a quick pass to Josh Holliday in motion for another Rebel touchdown. Peyton Allen eyes one of his favorite targets, number 1, T.Y. Trammell. T.Y. Trammell takes the ball in the flats and does the rest of the work for a Rebel touchdown.
After an Escambia touchdown cuts the Rebel lead to 2, Peyton Allen drops back for a long pass to Jordan Benbrook all the way down to the 1-yard line on 4th down. 2 plays later, Jordan Benbrook finishes the deal as he takes the ball in for a score, and the 2-point conversion that followed gave the Rebels a 10-point lead heading into quarter number 4. With 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game and Chambers clinging to a 3-point lead, the Rebels line up to punt, but it's a fake, and T.Y. Trammell takes the ball for a first down. Later in the same final drive, it's 3rd and 22. Peyton Allen rolls back and finds Jordan Benbrook downfield for another Rebel first down to keep the drive alive. And on the next play, T.Y. Trammell finishes off the touchdown drive, scampering 27 yards to put the Rebels up by 9, and the Rebel defense would hang on for the win. And in a game voted by Chambers Rebel fans as their favorite game over the first 50 years of Rebel football, Chambers wins 36-34 to clinch the 2A state championship for the year 2020. Can it be repeated? We shall see. And we hope you enjoyed that highlight video. We've enjoyed putting those together this year to kind of give you a taste of last year's team, which won a state championship. And of course, those highlights were from the Ultimate game last year, the game that was voted in our fan poll as your favorite game of all time in 50 years of Chambers football. And last year's team was voted the best team or your favorite team of all time. So I realize it was the 50th team, and I guess there's some argument to be made about what's those terms, primacy and recency. But hey, it's hard to look back at that team and find one better out of the other 49, Chester, even though the 2018 was undefeated.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm not taking anything away from them. A lot of these kids were on both those teams, but that last year's team beat the 1A state champ, the 1A runner-up, the 2A runner-up, and the 3A state champ. So
what did Jason call them? A
rolling ball of butcher knives.
That's what it was. Rolling ball of butcher knives. So hopefully they come out just like that tonight against the Escambia Cougars, 10-1.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to, no doubt.
So as you sasaid earlier, the Cougars are coming in with probably a little chip on their shoulder after that championship game loss down in Crampton Bowl last year, at 36-34 loss to the Rebels. So the Cougars made the trip up from Canoe, Alabama, which is right outside of Atmore, about a 3.5-hour trip up 65 and then headed up 85. So they got here this afternoon, and they have been out there warming up and getting ready to play, and they brought a decent crowd for the 3.5-hour trip up the way. So we are about 14 minutes away from kickoff, and the crowd is filing here at Torbert Allen Field. So if you're in town, you got a few minutes, come on down to the game and check out some of the best action in 2A.
Interesting side note, this is only the third meeting between the Cougars and the Rebels. Of course, last year was in the championship game. All three meetings have been in the playoffs. One was in 1999.
This is their second meeting, right?
Third. The first meeting was in 1999. Escambia was just kind of sort of getting their program back together, and they came here in the first round, and Rebels were victorious by several touchdowns. So I guess after that game, they partied like it was 1999. They actually went on to the championship game that year, which was here the last time a game was on campus, and lost to Otago. So,
hey, well, we should be ready for,
played Otago and Escambia that year, and this is what we're aiming to do this year, is play Otago and Escambia, and played Otago and Escambia last year. So,
well, hey, right here before we get into all the pregame festivities, we're going to go ahead and lead you into some ads from our sponsors this year. We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors.
we're back with you. We thank all of our sponsors, and we're about ready for the coin toss. The senior class will serve as captains, and the captains who will go to midfield for the coin toss will be 59 Wyatt Kane, 58 Nick Ford, 56 Hunter Knox, and number 8 Hayden Hurst. And they will be the ones who will step out and listen as the Cougar captains make a prediction on how the coin toss will end. If the Cougars are right, then they'll get a chance to say if they want the ball. If Chambers wins, and of course Chambers gets a chance to say if they want the ball. We had Peyton Allen join us last week as our guest commentator. Had a lot of good comments from a lot of y'all on Peyton's job. We think he did an excellent job as well. And he indicated he always preferred to defer, go on defense first, try to get the ball back, and then you got the ball back and you got the ball in the second half. And that makes sense, and that's typically what Coach Allen likes to do, although we've taken the ball a lot this year on coin tosses that we have won. So.
Well, as we wait for the Cougars to hit the field, they're riding a 4-game winning streak coming into this game. And a couple names we're going to be mentioning a lot tonight. Bubba Nettles, who has over 1,400 yards for the Cougars this year, and Landon Sims, he has 763 passing yards and 806 rushing yards, and a total of 27 touchdowns, amassing some massive stats for them. So there will be two guys to watch out for as the Rebels look to contain the Cougars.
Chester, everybody's excited tonight. I was coming in the stadium, and One of the Rebelettes was so excited she ran into me and broke my cell phone cover. So
Wow.
not sure if that's an omen or not, but when your Rebelettes are excited enough to
Smash your cell phone cover,
smash your cell phone cover, you hope that translates up the chain. Well, we're still waiting on the Cougar captains. They have about 38 on the roster, and we've got about the same number. We have had up to 40, but we've had some injuries. We think everyone is back. I don't see anybody that's not dressed out over here. I see 4 on the other sideline that have on jerseys. I don't know if they're people who aren't dressed out or
we couldn't notice that earlier.
I'm pretty sure the second one from the right, third one from the left is not a player, but some of the others are.
Well, it looks like the Cougars are getting ready to head out of the visitors' locker room. They are led by head coach Hugh Fountain. And a couple star seniors, like I mentioned earlier, will be Bubba Nettles and Landon Sims. I remember them from last year's game.
Rebels in the all-blue home jerseys that they wore at the championship game last year. Escambia has altered their jerseys. They were in all white last year. Looks like they've gone with their road white jerseys and maybe their home pants. Maybe trying to kind of break some of the magic that the Rebels had in the championship game. Who knows? Maybe the white pants were dirty. Could be something that simple.
Number 2, Landon Sims. Number 11.
Well, a date with Otago awaits. Otago played Patrician last night and handily defeated them. And they're waiting on the winner of this game. Crampton Bowl next Friday around 2 o'clock, I think.
2 or 3, isn't it?
Sorry about that. It's Escambia.
But we got a big task here in front of us right now. Number 2, Landon Sims. Number 11, Nettles. Number, I think that's 54. That's Knight.
And 10 is the other one.
That's Stevens coming out for the coin toss for the Cougars.
It's like their seniors are captains as well. They've got 6 more seniors for a total of 10, and we've got 18 or thereabouts.
Wonder if the officials are mic'd up this evening. We'll find out here in a second.
It's not the same crew we had last week, but I do recognize some of these folks from previous games this year. I suppose the crew last night gets to work another game if they want to. There are only 5 games tonight. Glenwood is at Pike. Lee Scott's at Tuscaloosa. Sparta is at Lowndes. And I don't remember who's going to Jackson. I don't think it's Johnny Cash. But
no, it's not. But just looking down the
or
sides.
June, either one.
Yeah, looking down the sides here. Great crowd here at Torbert Allen Field tonight.
But somebody's going to Jackson. And then, of course, this game.
Did we ever figure out why the game was played last night in Otago?
I don't have any idea. I mean, it was a holiday. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but Coach Allen may know.
Yeah, it's something interesting. Have a Thursday night game in a semifinal playoff round. Let's see what the coin toss.
It doesn't appear that he is mic'd up, but
Escambia has won the toss.
he is.
The first and second half. Chambers will receive.
Okay, so the Rebels get the ball first.
You heard it.
Escambia won the toss and deferred, and the official is mic'd up, so that'll be handy.
So the Rebels will be receiving the kickoff to get
The Rebels will receive the kickoff in the first quarter and be heading toward the south end zone here at Torbert Allen Field.
And we're getting ready for them to run out, lighting up some smoke bombs and some fireworks.
And we are a few minutes away here from kickoff, and we will have a special presentation again this week with Ashley Knowles.
No man sitting there. I said, you old poor. Is this the first time you've been to our little town? I said, I think it is. He said, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching it write and say, can you see? And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. But she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her upright. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
Good job, Ashley. All right, if you would remain standing as Brother Paul Howard of the Lafayette Heights Baptist Church will lead us in our pregame prayer.
May we pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for Escambia Academy and Chambers Academy. Thank you for their achievements on the football field thus far this season. We pray that you bless all of those who compete in this game tonight. Help each player perform to the best of their ability. We pray for their protection and safety. And I pray for those of us who watch from the stands that we can appreciate the effort and the skills which these young men display. And may we always exemplify the highest standard of sportsmanship. Above all, I pray that you would bless our nation. Where there are differences, I pray that truth will prevail. Where there's conflict, I pray that fairness and honesty will overcome. Where there is confusion, I pray that your wisdom would show the way. We sense that we're facing problems far greater than any wisdom of man can solve. Make us, the citizens of this nation, want to do the right things. May all that we do and say reflect the influence of Christ, for it is in his name we pray. Amen.
Now our national anthem will be sang by Miss Lorraine Jackson.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, who's ready for some football in Lafayette, Alabama?
That was awesome. All right.
Let's get this thing going, y'all. Rebel fans, get on your feet.
Just I see one official down there with earmuffs on, maybe a little cooler on the field, or at least he's expecting it to be.
Let's get loud.
This evening temperatures are in the low 50s, not as cold as last week, no wind at all. So we'll see how everybody handles the conditions tonight, but no rain in the forecast, so it should be a good night for football.
Yeah, can't ask for anything better. You really hate for the weather to be a factor, and it's not going to be. So here we go.
Chambers getting set to receive.
Last year they were both 11-1. This year they're both 10-1. Senior classes at both schools have never finished the season unless it was in a championship game. So one of these senior classes will suffer some disappointment in that regard.
An amazing stat right there, goes to say how strong both these programs are. Number 16, John White, and number 1, T.Y. Trammell are back deep for the Rebels. Number 2, getting the kickoff, deep kickoff down to about the 2-yard line. White takes it, looking for a gap, setting up some blockers, and he is tackled at about the 18-yard line, where the Rebels will set up shop with their first offensive series.
Number 10, J.J.
That was a really deep kickoff.
Receiving the kick.
Yeah, Landon Sims has a leg on him there.
Number 16, senior John White. He will be marked down at the 19-yard line. First down, Chambers.
Number 2, senior JoJo Hendricks is leading the offense for the Rebels out there. He is flanked to his left by senior Jordan Benbrook. Jordan takes the handoff off the right side, ducks his head down, and hit out of bounds there. It picks up about 3 yards on the play. Actually,
Had me
picked up about
fooled.
5, yeah.
Had me fooled. I thought T.Y. had it.
4 yards.
Yeah, they'll give him
Brings
4.
up second down and 6.
Yeah, second down and 6 for the
Says
Rebels.
2nd and 4 on the scoreboard, but
Second down and 4, Chambers.
well, no, the line to gain is the 29, so
About 2nd and 6 for the
yeah,
Rebels.
I think, well, surely they're not going to stop the game to correct the scoreboard. Nope, there's a flag. Somebody's got a substitution violation if I read the signal correctly. Nope, encroachment, okay.
That's a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up about 2nd down and 1 for the Rebels.
Yeah. Well, now we know what it was.
Offsides the call against the
It was
Second down.
obviously 2nd and 6.
Quick hand up off the middle, and Jordan Benbrook is rode hard to the ground, but not after picking up a first down for the Rebels.
13, Jordan
Tackle made by number 10, Stevens.
Rebels keeping the ball on the ground so far.
First down, Chambers.
Kind of a la Wilcox last week, keep it on the ground and use up clock. Although they're not milking the play clock like Wilcox was.
Benbrook is in the Wildcat. Hands off to T.Y. T.Y.'s finding the edge. pretty much smothered at the line of scrimmage by about 3 Cougars. Number 54 was in there first, Knight.
No gain. Number 14, Brady Howell, and number 54, Kamarian Knight on the tackle. Second down and 10.
On a night like tonight, Calvin, we're going to see a lot of different things that you haven't seen throughout the year.
Yeah, Cougars are ready for that play either way because Jordan kept the ball. Somebody had him in their sights, so he's gonna stay in there. It looks like. No, going back to JoJo.
Hendricks flings it out to T.Y. T.Y.'s got some room out there. Turned on the Jets, picks up a nice gain on that out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 for the Rebels.
Picked up a really good block on that play.
Rebels are moving with some tempo here. Trying to keep the Cougars on their heels. Hendricks under center. Pitches it out to T.Y.
He's going to have to.
Oh, he's got some.
He's going to have to hurry.
Quite a
to
bit
get
of
that.
pursuit. Tackle made by number 4 behind the line. That was Brown on the tackle for the Cougars. That's going to be about a 5-yard loss on the play.
On the carry around right in.
Well, it looks like we're going to see what our defense can do.
Play loses back to the 32-yard line.
It's going to be 4th and
The line to gain
8.
is 41.
Spud will go in punt formation.
And 10.
The Cougars had that play read out pretty quick.
Landon Sims back to receive for Escambia.
Sims is back deep for the Cougars. It appears he plays just about every position. Nice punt by Conway. Call for a fair catch at the 39. Ooh, a little bobble there, but Sims contains it.
Catch on the play by Landon Sims. They'll be marked down right where he caught it at the 39-yard line.
About a
First down and 10, Escambia.
32 or 3-yard punt.
Let's see if that stingy Rebel defense can hold the Cougars here early in the first. So far this year, the Rebels have only given up 10 points a game.
Yeah, I think that may be the key ultimate to the contest, Chester, is if we can contain their offense.
Yep. Number 2, Sims is quarterback for the Cougars. Going to take this one off the right side. Met by number 57 right at the line. That was Braden Munkus.
Number 2, Landon Sims on the quarterback keeper. Initial contact made by
That help from Carly and Burdett.
Braden Munkus.
Ashton Chambers was involved in that as well.
Up about 4 yards, brings up second down and 6.
Sure didn't look like he got 4 yards. It's got almost 5. Wow.
That was a very fair spot.
Yeah, they're going to. They're in. That's not.
About 3 yards.
Yeah,
on that
the
play.
down marker's not in the right place.
Second down and a long 6-7 yards for the Cougars. Hand off to number 11. Met quickly at the line, but pulled a couple Rebels forward for about a 4-yard pickup. That was Nettles on the carry for the Cougars. So it's going to bring up third down and 2.
Remember, he gave us fits last year.
Number 21, Gavin Knight. And number 16, John White.
Well, big third and short.
Third down and 2.
The Rebel defense is looking over at the crowd, trying to get everybody amped up.
And they responded quite well.
Rebels are loading the box up. Nettles is going to take this one, and he has got enough for a Cougar first down into Rebel territory. Tackled at the 44-yard line, first and 10 Cougars.
Sims on the keeper up the middle. On the tackle for Chambers, senior number 24, Ashton Chambers.
Coach Allen told us last week to watch out for 2 and 11.
All will be marked at the 43.
They have amassed some pretty amazing stats this year for the Cougars. Sims drops back. Good coverage in the secondary, looking for a receiver, and he throws that one out of bounds. Great coverage by the secondary for the Rebels.
It really was.
Good coverage by the defense of Chambers. We got a flag on the
we got a flag on about the 43.
They are pointing toward the Rebel side. See how they
thrown by the side judge. But the official is hitting.
Yeah, when the quarterback holds the ball that long, that does happen.
That would be a penalty that the side judge would call, too.
Yeah. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Cougars. That's going to set them back.
Well,
to their own.
Yeah, I don't know why they went so far back. It's only a 5-yard penalty. Everybody acted like it was going to be a 15 the way they walked back.
Ball is spotted at the Rebel 48.
Well, every little bit helps.
Sims has two wide receivers to each side. Hands ball right up the middle, taken by number 11, Nettles. Met quickly by that Rebel defense.
Goes to number 11.
Number 21, Gavin Kites in there along with Cross Collie to stop Nettles. Pickup of about 2 or 3 on the play, depending on where they spot it.
Never did get him down.
Tackle made
Just
by number 21.
stopped his
Gavin
forward
Kite.
progress.
Number 57, Braden Munkus. And number 12, Cross Collie.
One goes out and 4 goes in, Chester. I don't know
Brings
who.
up second down.
That is Brown checking in for the Cougars.
About 13 yards.
2nd and 13 for the Cougars. Oh. Sims fakes a handoff. He's found some running room, and he's in the secondary, hit by number 4, and then wrestled down by number 16. That's John White, but not after picking up a first down.
Ball came loose, but he was already down. He almost came loose about 8 yards past the line of scrimmage, and he kind of got it back.
6-yard line.
Cougars opened up a big hole there, and Sims took it down to the 26-yard line.
Chester very reminiscent of Peyton Allen's senior year.
And 10, Escambia.
When your quarterback's your leading passer and one of your leading rushers, you're usually going to end up in the playoffs.
Sims hands off to Nettles, right up the middle, found a hole, and is getting wrapped up by the Rebel defense inside the 5, down to about the 4.
Nettles on the carry.
Tackle made by number 11.
He's going to be marked at the
That's Jarquez Banks in on that tackle.
First and goal.
First and goal for the Cougars.
So far, their defensive line's doing the best they can, but the offensive line's just pushing them right off the ball.
Yeah, they have a very large offensive line.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to feed them. I think you could probably see a steady diet of number 2 here. Something they didn't like.
A timeout on the field, and while we got a timeout, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this year. Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting. For all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing, call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
Sugar, we are screaming Go Rebels! Also, come check us out in store or online. Give me some sugarlafette.com for all your Christmas gift giving needs.
And we are back with you live. Timeout has not quite concluded. Escambia called their first timeout. They have first and goal on the Chambers 4. Started this drive on the 39. They've only had one third down. That was a 3rd and 1. Rebel defense had, by virtue of a penalty, had them at 2nd and 13, and 2 major distance runs on consecutive plays, one by Nettles and one by
Sims.
Yep. I forgot his name. Has got them where they are.
And we are down to 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the first. Cougars are in the red zone. 1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
Seem to still be having a lot of issues about getting lined up. I don't understand that.
Sims in the gun. Hands off to Nettles off the left side. Right side, excuse me. Big hit over there by Ashton Chambers, as well as a
Gavin Kite was the other one.
Gavin Kite.
On the handoff.
Still got down to the 1. Well, maybe the 2.
Yep, 2nd and goal. Cougars are looking for some tempo here.
Kite, and number 24, Ashton Chambers.
Heavy dose of Nettles, and he is in for a touchdown.
Handoff goes to number 11.
Let the left guard move just a tad earlier.
This time he's in.
Could have been just the angle I was looking at it from, but they didn't call it. And that was a very surgical drive there.
61-yard touchdown drive for the Cougars.
You Rebel fans, if you remember last year, this championship game last year started out in pretty much the same way. It was a very surgical, efficient drive by the Cougars, and then Chambers defense made some adjustments and was able to kind of corral them a little bit. They still scored 34 points.
Number 2, Landon Sims comes in, and he hits it off the upright to the right, so missed the extra point. That could be huge later on in this game.
One good thing that happened out of that drive.
Point is no good.
So with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Cougars are up 6-0 against the Rebels.
Chambers Academy Rebels 0.
Well, the offense is dusted off now for Chambers. Did not try any pass plays, any downfield pass plays the first time. I think you'll probably see a few now. Coach Allen no doubt wanted to establish a running game and got a first down. And then defensive line broke through and caught T.Y. in the backfield, which ain't real easy to do.
Sims is doing the kickoff duties for the Cougars tonight. Back deep, John White, number 16, and number 1, T.Y. Trammell.
And number 16, John White.
Sims gets a hold of this one, and White takes it at the 5-yard line, going up the right side, looking for a couple blockers, and is pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
And they're going to add 15 to that.
Yep. Little extracurricular activity over there on the Rebel sideline.
We have a flag on the play.
Yeah, he was well out of bounds.
Number 10, J.J. Stevens, along with number 6.
Number 10 for Escambia got a little carried away.
Dead ball, personal foul.
Kicking team.
15 yards.
Big play for the Rebels there. That's going to spot the ball out at about the 45-yard line. Make it the 47. Great starting field position for this drive.
Interesting, Chester, as many players as they have, Nettles and Sims are also on defense.
Marked at the 47-yard line. First down, Chambers.
Need that senior leadership out there.
Of course, Peyton played defense too.
Yeah. Hendricks under center. Inside handoff. T.Y. met right at the line by number 78 was the first one in there. That was Hooks, and then number.
They obviously decided T.Y. wasn't going to beat them this year.
Yeah.
Number 11, Daniel Nettles.
Had 2 touchdowns last year, including the game-clinching touchdown with about a minute and a half left.
That play is going to lose 2 yards. Second down and 12 for the Rebels. Benbrook is back there at quarterback. Looks like he's got some running room going right up the middle. Jordan tucks it down. He gets a first down for the Rebels inside Cougar territory down to the 39-yard line.
Felt bad like he was going to throw it. Not sure I've ever seen Jordan throw the ball.
I have never seen him throw the ball. He stays in there at quarterback. Same play. And officials are going to blow this play dead.
Must be some motion.
They say that's a false start on the Rebels.
Makes it 1st and 15.
Illegal procedure to call on the Rebels. 5-yard.
I think they were saying the
44.
offensive line was not set on that. So 1st and 15 for the Rebels.
First down and 15 Chambers.
Cross Collie is in on offense. That's something else we haven't seen much this year.
Yep.
He does go in some at tight end.
Hendricks is back out there at quarterback. Play clock's down to 10 for the Rebels.
They're going into center.
T.Y. is looking to break it outside, and he is met by number 7 right at the edge, Farish, for a tackle for a loss on the play.
He's brought down by number 7.
About 4-yard loss on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Lose a couple more yards. Bring up second down and 19.
Because that was Pinto's on first. So
excuse me. Thank you, Calvin.
You can't help but figure at some point they'll figure out how to
spring T.Y. loose.
T.Y. loose, but so far they are really concentrating on where he is. They're going to make somebody else beat him. That's probably why Jordan got the long run that he got.
Well, 2nd and 18.
Cross Collie got a little mixed up.
Got a timeout.
Timeout.
And while we got a timeout on the field, we want to thank our game sponsors for this year. Sunshine Heating and Air. For all of your heating and cooling needs, call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. Come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels.
And we're back with you. Coach Allen called a timeout a fraction of a second before that penalty took place, which helps.
So the Rebels are at the Escambia 47-yard line with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Line to gain is a 29.
Rebels are trying to match the last drive of the Cougars' score, touchdown.
And back under center.
Fake handoff, and JoJo's going down the right side, and John White was the target on that, covered by number 3.
Very good coverage there.
Ball kind of hung up there for a little bit.
Well, it was right where it's supposed to be for him to catch it, and the defender reached around and tipped it away, which is just how you coach them to do it.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 18 for the Rebels.
Spud checks in for Cross. Play clock's at 20.
Benbrook is to the left of Hendricks. Brings T.Y. in motion. JoJo's going down the right side again, targeting John White, but that pass is out of bounds.
Made a great catch, just out of bounds.
So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Rebels.
Hendricks pass intended for number 16.
I think you'll see Chambers punt here and try to pin them deep. And
down,
hope the defense can corral 2 and 11 better than they did last drive.
Spud Conway will be doing the kicking duties and punting tonight.
Chester, some positives on that drive. He's got some ball movement, got a major gain on and got a first down. And both of those passes are right on the money from JoJo. So, we are not without the ability to move the ball.
Good snap and a good kick by Conway. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Nice coverage out there by Cross Colley.
Actually, that was Benbrook, but I don't know what the penalty is for. I wonder if he got his face mask.
Number 13, Jordan Benbrook, and we have a flag.
Sorry about that. That was Jordan Benbrook. Yeah. He was fired up after that.
Could almost only be a face mask because it was, although Gavin Kite says it's on them. Well, maybe he called a fair catch and ran with it.
Blocking the back.
Well, maybe that happened. We just didn't see it. I only saw the receiver and Jordan.
That penalty is going to push the Cougars back inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10.
With 1 minute and 57 seconds to go.
I think they're going to move it back. I'm not sure they marked it.
The ball should be marked
correctly.
I believe
Well, maybe they did.
7-yard line.
Looks like it's maybe at the 8.
Sims hands off to Nettles. Met by 3 or 4 Rebels, Gavin Kite and
number 11, Jadaniel Nettles.
Took 4 to bring him down, Chester, and they still got about 5 yards.
Cross Colley was involved in that tackle. Bring up second down and 5.
16,
yeah, the offensive line for the Cougars is opening up holes for Nettles and Sims.
Number 21.
Well, and it's taking 4 or 5 people to tackle him. That's kind of all him.
Yeah.
Play picks up 5 yards, second down and 5.
Cougars spread this one out. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Nettles going to take this right up the middle, and he is tackled by number 1, T.Y. Trammell, and number 12, Cross Colley, but not before picking up a big chunk of yardage right there out to the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for Escambia.
Played by number 1, T.Y. Trammell, and number 12, Cross Colley.
Yeah, they've already gained.
However, the yardage
15 yards.
Pick up a first down for Escambia.
Under 1 minute in the first quarter. Heavy dose of Nettles here on the right side. Met by about 4 or 5 Rebels.
Number 11, Jadaniel Nettles.
Going to spot him close to the 30.
Not
the 29-yard line.
21,
pick up a 5 on the play. Second down and 5.
And number 11, Jarquez Banks.
And they will have to run a play. It's about 2 seconds difference in the game clock and the play clock, maybe 3 seconds. This is likely to be the last play of the first quarter. Hope it doesn't turn out like the last play of the first quarter last week.
Yeah. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Nettles is going to take this one. And he is, major holding on the.
Yeah, they caught it too.
Okay. Sims on the carry.
It's going to back the Cougars up 10.
On the carry.
Bring it.
Made on the play by number 15.
Somebody had.
Holding. Get out there.
Somebody had Hunter Burdette all tangled up down there.
That penalty is going to push the Cougars back to the 26-yard line.
Or it might have been Bowsman. I think it was Bowsman.
Or excuse me, 21-yard line. Correction. Second and 14.
And I don't think they're going to run a play.
Nope. Well, that's going to do it for the first quarter here in Lafayette. The Rebels are down 6-0 against the Escambia Cougars. And while we got a timeout here at halftime, or excuse me, for the end of the first quarter.
Moose messed you up, didn't he?
Yeah. We are going to catch the cheerleaders.
The Chambers Academy cheer program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
And we're back with you.
You can get by
I don't know how many of y'all are aware of there's a Facebook page called Let's Talk AISA Athletics. And there was a post on that page today with some predictions that said the score at the end of the first quarter would be Escambia 21, Chambers 7. That person missed that prediction a little bit. I kind of wonder how they thought they were going to get 4 touchdowns in one quarter out of any two teams. But it is 6-0, and the Cougars have the ball.
2nd down and 14.
Rebel defense surely needs a stop on these next 2 plays.
Sims looks out, hits Nettles in the flat. And Nettles makes a move and is tackled out at the 37-yard line by number 16, John White.
It's going to be a first down.
Pass is complete and marked down.
Sims hit Nettles on the blast to the right.
38-yard line.
And Nettles did the rest. Picked up another first down for the Cougars.
Chain got tangled up in one of the placards over there that they used to call plays. They haven't moved it yet. Now they got it loose. Well, so far there is no answer for this Escambia offense.
First down, Escambia.
3 wide receivers to the far side. Handoff right up the middle to number 11, Nettles. Tackled by number 12, Cross Colley. And Gavin Kite in there to finish him off. But not after picking up
Nettles takes the handoff.
almost 5 yards on the play.
He's tackled on the play by number 12, Chris Colley.
Seems like
It's like Nettles is averaging 5 yards on every carry.
It seems like it's 2nd and 5 every play. This is maybe 2nd and 6.
Sims has 3 wide receivers to his left. Another handoff right up the middle to Nettles. Picks up about 4 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Only the 2nd, 3rd down that Escambia will have faced. And it's just barely more than 1.
Yeah, that's about 1.5 yards. 3rd and short.
Could almost fall forward for that.
Play picks up 9 yards, brings up 3rd down and 1.
Sims goes under center.
They could even afford to waste a play here.
Sims fakes the handoff, and he has found a hole going right down the center of the field. 1 man to beat, John White. And there will be a penalty on that play right there by John White, and the Cougars score.
What did he do?
He kicked at the feet of the quarterback.
I didn't see that. I just saw the flag come out.
The official was right on top of that play.
Well, that will likely be assessed on the kickoff.
By Landon Sims scoring the touchdown.
Everybody was looking for Nettles on that play, Chester, and Sims, once he got through the line, he's got a lot of speed. If you can outrun John White, you're fast.
Yes.
You were correct. That's what they call, because I read the official's lips.
Stripping. Get the defense. Pass it to go. One time down.
So they're going to have an untimed down here with half a distance to the goal for the Cougars, so they'll be going for 2.
You reckon who they'll give it to?
Quarterback keeper right here.
No,
Straight to Nettles.
Oh, he almost didn't make it.
There's no signal yet from the,
Yeah, he did make it.
The near side official has called the extra 2-point conversion good. So with 10 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the second quarter, the Cougars are up 14-0 against the Rebels.
I remember another thing Coach Allen said last week, post-game interview, was how you could have them wrapped up and they would twist and get away from you. So that's what happened there. They had him wrapped up at the 1 and he just twisted and got on in there.
Escambia 14.
Well, pressure is now on the Rebel offense to cut into this lead. Ryan Smith having a discussion with Zach Belsma and Hunter Burdett about trying to get a good return on this kickoff. Ryan will be a junior next year. He'll be one of our leaders on defense.
John White and T.Y. Trammell are back deep for the Rebels. Sims gets a hold of this one, and John White's going to take it, let it go through the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Those of you that might have panicked when you saw that, he did not touch the ball.
The kick goes off the hands of number 16, John
He
White.
pulled back and just let it bounce.
Trickles into the end zone. Ball will be marked at the 20-yard line, I believe.
Well, the Rebel offense is 80 yards out.
First down, Chambers.
First and 10 for the Rebels with 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Benbrook has been there at quarterback. And he's going to take this one right up the middle again, and he lowers his head and picks up about 5 on the first down play. Nice pickup on first.
Jordan Benbrook in the quarterback.
Chester, if I count correctly, they have 2 touchdowns and we have 2 first downs, so certainly the offense needs to get off track.
Second down and 6.
Hendricks comes back in, but he's going to go out as a wide receiver. Benbrook is still back there at quarterback.
Well, there certainly are some unique formations tonight.
T.Y. comes alongside Benbrook's left. Jordan takes this one again right up the middle and plows forward close to first down yardage.
It's going to be really close.
You're going to spot him just short of the 30.
Yeah, you got
keeps the quarterback keeper up straight up the middle. Be marked at the 29-yard line.
Rebel offense is ready to go once the official sets the ball. Jordan's going to take this one. Spins out of there. Nice move by Benbrook to pick up the first down out to the 33-yard line.
Helmet comes off, so he'll come out. So he won't be the quarterback on the next play. Ben Banks goes in to replace him.
Is a first down for Chambers.
First down for the Rebels.
So we're going to go back to a more recognizable formation here.
TY is off to Hendricks' left. Hendricks looks to the right and overthrows his intended target, John White. Pass falls incomplete, which stops the clock with 8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the second.
Brings up second down at 10, Chambers.
Second and 10 for the Rebels. Benbrick is back in there at quarterback. Hendricks goes out as a wide receiver. Penalty on the play.
Yeah,
Jordan keeps it.
I
And they're going to blow this play dead.
think you had some motion there, which is one thing you get when you got different cadence from your quarterback.
Red ball, lead receiver, he's down 10, 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Procedure penalty on the Rebels going to set him back 5 yards. Second down and 15.
5 yards mark off. Brings up second down at 15.
The offense is looking for their rhythm this evening. Can't
Yeah,
seem to
you
put.
know, you feel like they'll find it sooner or later, and no doubt this defense has an impact on that, but we haven't seen them play to spud yet.
Hendricks rolls out to his right and is picked off by number 2, Sims, and he is going down the left side of the field. Got some blockers ahead of him, and he is pushed out of bounds inside the 5, and a penalty is called, thrown on the play as well.
I think you're going to have a horse collar
Pass intercepted by number
on
2,
the tackle,
Brandon Sims.
which is going to put them around the 1 yard line.
Yeah, Sims is having a whale of a game so far.
That pass actually looked like it was pretty much on target. He jumped way up in the air to snag it.
Let's see what the call is.
Suddenly that guy's 21-7 prediction is not looking so so ignorant. Yeah. Yeah, somebody brought him down. Of course, you know, it's like we said, he was spinning and juking and everything else. And you just get a hold of what you can get a hold of. But that was it's what Coach Allen turns one of those catastrophic plays.
Yeah. Cougars hurry up to the line, and they pitch it out to Nettles to the left side.
Almost
And
fumbled.
yeah, he is in for a touchdown, Cougars.
Handoff goes to number 11.
I thought he lost his footing over there, but he kept his balance and lunged forward for a touchdown.
Yeah, the pitch was not good at all, but it didn't have to be when you got him. Well, Rebels are getting in a pretty deep predicament here.
Yep, with 7:54 left to go here in the second quarter, the Rebels are going to be down 3 touchdowns.
Haven't lost at home since the last regular season game of 2019 when Bessemer came here, and it was a very similar game to this. Just too much Bessemer and not enough Chambers.
Sims get the kick up, and it is good. So the Cougars are up 21-0 against the Rebels.
With 7:54 to go in the first half.
Coach Allen going to get the team together and settle them down.
0.
You know, there's a lot of emotion out there, Calvin, with these seniors. Could be the last game. What is their last game here at Torbert Field, no matter which way it goes. In front of the home crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough way to go out if they can't at least get some momentum and get some points on the board.
You know, as a player, would you rather be at home in a game like this, or would you rather travel? You know, because
I think you'd rather be at home, but you
sometimes there's a lot of pressure when all the
we're
family and friends are here.
We were on the same pace we were a while ago. We had 2 first downs and they had 2 touchdowns. Now we have 3 first downs and they have 3 touchdowns. And that's trading first downs for touchdowns and not going to bode very well. And remember, Escambia gets the ball after the halftime.
Yep. John White and T.Y. Trammell are back deep for the Rebels. I think Sims has played every down in this game.
If they have a band, he'll probably play the tuba at halftime.
White takes it at the 11-yard line, looking for a seam. Cuts across the field, looking for the edge, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's what they needed to start him off, is a good return.
Good return by John White. Sets up the offense nice.
First down, Chambers. Jimmy Knox, please come to the press box. Jimmy Knox, please come to the press box.
Hendricks is back there at quarterback. Trammell goes in motion. Hand off to Jordan off the right side, and he picks up about 2 on the play. Tackled by number 11. That is Nettles.
Of course it is.
We've called 2 names tonight, Sims and Nettles. Nettles,
11,
Sims.
Daniel Nettles. Play picks up 1 yard, brings up second down and 9.
Difference is Moose has called him by whatever his birth name is. Everybody else calls him Bubba, I think. But
yeah.
Jadaniel, that's what Moose is calling him.
Benbrook is back there at quarterback.
Of course, that's like
Hendricks comes in
J-Rod.
motion. Sticks it right in the belly of T.Y., and he is still on his feet. And there's a big hit on that. Yeah, there's a flag on the
There's
play.
going to be a face mask or a horse collar there, so that's going to give us a first down.
T.Y. is showing some energy out there.
On the carry.
Let's check this flag.
By far his biggest gain.
Flag on the play.
And whether this is a 5 or a 15-yard, it's going to result in a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, against the defense.
It's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yep. Rebels needed that. It's going to push them into Cougar territory. That gets the Rebels faithful on their feet here at Torbert Allen Field, looking to encourage their Rebels on.
Yeah, this is Chambers' deepest penetration, isn't it, Chester?
Yes.
Ball is marked at the 39-yard line.
It's not a good thing when your deepest penetration is the 39-yard line and you're down 21-0.
Yeah. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Ball is spotted at the Cougar 37.
After the adjustment, the ball is marked at the 37-yard line.
Jordan Benbrook is in there at quarterback.
Chambers.
2 wide receivers to each side for Benbrook. Hand off to T.Y. right up the middle. And he is tackled at the 31-yard line. He about broke that one loose. Tackle made by number 11, Nettles.
Very similar to the play that he scored on in the championship game.
Play picks up about
The Rebels are feeling this with Benbrook at quarterback. Hendricks is in there at wide receiver. Another handoff to T.Y. right up the left side and pushing the pile forward. And they're going to spot him close to first down yardage.
Yeah, I don't know whether Powell went one way and then he went the other.
He got him marked at the 32. We're going to call for a
27.
measurement.
It's at the 27.
Oh, what did I say?
32.
Sorry. 27.
That's why we work together.
Thank you, Calvin. I think I'm more excited than
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. While we got a minute here, I'd like to remind some folks here in the community about a special event going on at Union Hill Volunteer Fire Department on November 20th. They're hosting their annual cakewalk at 6 p.m. at the Union Hill Community Club building, which is located on County Road 53, and that's a Rebel first down. They'll be having some sessions available with Chick-fil-A, Little Caesars, and they'll also be hosting a raffle ticket drawing. First drawing is $100 cash. Second is a $650 gift certificate to Holmes, Jones, and Wadley. Stop by Union Hill Volunteer Fire Department and register.
Also, we are second Rockets Fest in downtown Field.
Should be exciting times. Ben Brookins in there at quarterback and keeps this one. And tackled by his string by number 10. That's Stevens. Picks up about 2.
You got to figure the kicker is JoJo things all over the place, but sooner or later he's going to create some sort of...
Nice block by Hendricks. And number 10 wrestles Jordan Benbrook down. That's Stevens. Going to spot him down at the 25-yard line.
It's going to be a third and 8. Obviously 4-down territory, but you got to get some yards on this.
Yeah, it's got to be a...
You want to look at 4th and 8, and you try to get it back.
We're under 5 minutes left to go here in the second.
Play clock's flirting with 10 seconds. And JoJo's going back in. Jordan's tying his shoe. He's going to have to tie it quickly. 3, 2, there it goes.
Hendricks rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver, and he hits Benbrook. Flag on the play, and Jordan is tackled down inside the 15, down at the 14, but let's check the penalty.
Benbrook on the catch.
I don't have any idea what that was.
Could be a lineman downfield. Oh, no penalty.
They picked it up.
So that play results in a Rebel first down.
Fisher said the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage, so. I guess everybody can be downfield in that situation.
Yeah. First down and 10 at the Cougar 15.
Cross Collie goes back in.
Hendricks hands off to T.Y. He's got some blockers out in front of him. He's in for a Rebel touchdown. So the Rebels strike with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And that is a Ricky Elliott associate touchdown. And that gets the Rebel fans here at Torbert Allen Field on their feet.
Number 17, Haley gets set for the extra point.
Haley comes on for the extra point.
JoJo Hendricks on the hold.
Haley gets the kick up, and it is good. So with 4:12 left to go in the second quarter, Rebels scores 21-7. Cougars are up. Rebel offense really needed that drive, Calvin, to calm things down. And that put a little pep back in their step over here on the sidelines.
Just got to stop this juggernaut offense that 2 and 11 have put together.
Looks like there's a penalty on that extra point. Maybe Haley got ran into on the extra point.
I noticed he was on the ground, but
we have a flag on the field.
we lost our head official. There he is over there.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Hit the defense. Taylor's been elected to take the penalty on the kickoff.
Well, when else would you take it?
I guess you could redo the extra point, make it closer, and go for 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Conway's going to be kicking off from the Cougar 45.
Be a good time to dribble a little onside or over there, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Or not. Well, now what?
Maybe the Rebel were
I
offside,
think the
maybe.
kicking team was offside.
Get ball, encroachment, home kicking team, 5-yard penalty, we play the kick.
Right
Just,
next to whoever was right next to the ball.
Yeah. Watch for the onside kick here, Calvin.
Well, I think they're going to do that. They would have done it on the
15-yard line.
on the other one. And do you really want to?
Conway drops it in there at the 20-yard line.
You really want to put them? Well, good grief.
Number 2, Sims at the sidelines, and he is pushed out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Spud was the only one that could have got him. Unfortunately, he did.
Number 2, Landon Sims on the return.
Well, now if they'd tried an onside, I guess it would have been 10 yards down.
Now we have a flag down here at the 33-yard line.
Spud Conway.
That would probably be a violation on the return. Yep. So they will
Put them down at about the 23, it looks like.
What we got to watch out for here, Chester, is what we always talk about the Rebels excel in, getting a touchdown at the end of the first half and a touchdown at the start of the second half, and that would be devastating. The defense has got to stiffen up and hold here and try to get into the half with it 21-7 and no worse.
4:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Three wide receivers to the near side for Sims.
And there he goes.
Nettles gets loose, and he's into the secondary. Tackle down at the 41.
Well, I don't know.
11, Jadaniel Nettles on the return. Number 16, John White on the tackle on the return.
Whoa.
Escambia coach up here just said they're going to start playing dirty. If he says that again, I'm going to have to thump him in the back of the head.
Yeah, let's not encourage that.
After the march off, the ball will be marked at the
Just a little
40
thump.
yard line.
Ball is spotted at the Rebel 43. Three wide receivers to the near side for Sims. Sims drops back. He's looking down the left side.
Turn around.
And ball is overthrown. Good coverage out there by number 4. That's Yurda.
Escambia's pass falls incomplete.
Who plays so dirty that he helped him get up off the ground.
Yeah, good sportsmanship by Yurda. Second and 10.
Escambia.
3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Cougars are in Rebel territory. Sims is looking over at the sidelines for the call. Play clock under 10.
Each team has 2 timeouts. I think you'll see Escambia take one here.
Yep. And while we got a timeout on the field, we'd like to thank our sponsors this year. Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, Best meats in town. Freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is number one. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama.
And we are back with this live, coming to you live, excuse me, from Torbert Allen Field.
Players, let's stand up.
2nd and 10.
Let's get pumped up. Come on, baby.
So far, the Chambers defense has just not had an answer for this Cougar offense.
2nd down and 10, Escambia.
Got a different formation now. They got 3 people lined up over on the left.
Yep. Stacking 3 wide receivers to the far side. Throwing behind the line of scrimmage, and now they're going up over the top. And right out of the reach of number 11, that was Nettles on the target.
He didn't miss him by much.
Yep. Another nice gesture by number 14, Hunter Burdett, out there to help up Nettles.
Yep.
Good to see that out there.
Over his head.
So 3rd down and 10 for Escambia with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the second. Rebels defense needs this stop. 2 wide receivers to each side for Sims.
You almost wonder if they go for it here if they don't make it.
Yep. Sims drops back, looking downfield. Decent coverage. Hits his receiver across the middle. Cut back in the middle, tackled by number 24, Ashton Chambers, at the 10-yard line. Cougars are set up at the 10.
Jacob Lee. He's brought down by number 24, senior Ashton Chambers.
Sims just bought some time in the pocket, let his receivers' routes open up. That was Hooks on the catch.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that open. He obviously did, but
Ball is spotted just outside the 10, so they can get another first down inside the 1. Sims has 3 wide receivers to the far side, brings 1 in motion.
whoa.
Oh, somehow he corralled that one. Going busted play, and the Rebels.
You know, it's better to be lucky than good when it bounces straight up and you just reach out with one hand and grab it.
Keeper going around the left side.
Pickup of 3 on the play.
Tackle made on the play.
Well, maybe
number
4.
21, Gavin
I don't know. I think it's just going to be 3.
Okay. I'll take 3.
I've been
Kite, a.k.a. Curly.
having trouble.
See the ball spot at the 8-yard line.
The yard markers all the way across the field. Apparently yesterday's rain kind of worked on them. That's kind of hard to see them.
Ball spotted at the far hash. Sims takes this one off the left side, and he just walks in for a Cougar touchdown.
Well, that couldn't have hardly gone any worse there, except it left
Number 2,
2 minutes for us to try to score.
Goes around the left side for the Escambia.
Almost got a.
The Rebels have their work cut out for them now.
Yeah, we got to put together, try to get a score here because they're going to get the ball, and we've shown up to this point, no ability to stop them. Yeah, if they get the ball and go up 35-7, it would be extremely difficult to. You don't want to go out of here on a running clock.
No. Sims is on for the extra point. Gets the kick up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
With 2:03 remaining in the second quarter. It's your Chambers Academy Rebels 7.
The Cougars are up 28-7 against the Rebels here at Torbert Allen Field in Lafayette, Alabama.
Forgot to switch sides of the field. All right, well, let's see if John can get us some good field position, or TY. They're not likely to kick it to TY.
All right, Rebel fans, it's time to get up.
Unless the two of them swapped. One guy, I can't remember who we played. One game they swapped. They were kicking away from T up to TY and they swapped on them.
For our young men, if you're a Rebel fan, let me hear you.
That was a big roar from the crowd.
Sims kicks this one into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback.
He didn't let much getting that one out of the end zone.
It landed about 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Ball is kicked into the end zone.
Let's see if this Rebel offense can put something together quickly before halftime. They got 2 minutes and 3 seconds to work some magic.
From the 20, Chambers.
We'll have the usual halftime activities here at home with the cheerleaders and the Rebelettes, and then we're going to try to show the. We got an interview with Lamar Allen, who was on the first football team here at Chambers, and scored the first touchdown in school history.
That should be interesting. Hendricks, little shovel pass inside to Benbrook, and he plows forward for a pickup of close to 5 on first down.
Yeah, that was a well-conceived play. Against an ordinary defense, would have picked up a lot of yardage.
Stevens and number 50, Hunter Smith. Play picks up 4 yards, second down and 6.
Conway on the sweep, got some blockers out in front of him. Nice block by Benbrook. Conway lowers his head and pushed out of bounds. They're going to keep.
Did not stop the clock.
They'll stop the clock just to set the chains.
Conway.
Spot the ball out at the 37-yard line. First and 10 Rebels. Got 1 minute and 29 seconds left to go here in the first half. Hand off to T.Y. off the right side. He's got some running room. Turn the Jets on, and he is still up, but pulled down inside of Cougar territory at the 41.
Just as a shame he didn't cut right, he would have scored.
Marked at around the 41-yard line. First down, Chambers.
The Rebels have the Cougars on their heels right now. Hand off to Jordan Benbrook right up the middle. Pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play, bring up second down.
Chambers has 2 timeouts. As the clock will
under 1 minute now.
Under a minute.
Jordan Benbrook on the carry. Brings up second down and 7.
Second and 7. Hendricks drops back, looking for a receiver. He tucks it, and he is tackled at behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 1.
Now they'll take a timeout.
Coach Allen calls a timeout with 47 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And while we got a timeout, we'd like to thank our game sponsors.
Number 2, JoJo
Daniel Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061.
Well, the offense has shown some life here, Chester, in the last 2 drives, which is a good thing. Just got to figure out how to stop.
Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
All right, we're back here with you live. The Rebel offense has shown some signs of life, Chester. The defense has got to find a way to stop this
Sims and Nettles.
Offense. Yeah,
Sims and Nettles. Nettles and Sims.
Of course, one of these touchdowns is basically a defensive touchdown.
Third down and 8. Chambers.
Really held them basically to 3 offensive touchdowns, but they've scored every time they've had the ball, and then they scored off of a turnover.
Third and 8 for the Rebels. 47 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Pitch to T.Y. on the sweep. Makes one tackler miss, and he's got one blocker out in front of him. And he is down to the 10-yard line. First down and 10 Rebels.
Plenty of time.
Marked down just outside of the 10-yard line. First down, Chambers.
Plenty of time.
T.Y. on the right side, and he is tackled for a loss on the play.
Chambers takes his last time out. Escambia had too many people on the field, but the officials did not catch it.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you,
Here at Torben Allen Field. Being the leaders that we know that you are.
Here we go, second and goal from the 12. 25 and a half seconds left and no timeouts.
Hendricks rolls out to his right. He's going to throw back across the field to Benbrook, and he hits him, and Jordan plunges forward, and they got him down at the half-yard
They're
line.
going to have to clock the ball.
Oh, wow, 9 seconds left to go. They hand off to Benbrook right up the middle, and he is snuffed out.
They can't run another play.
And that is going to do it for the first half. Wow, I thought Jordan was in on that plunge forward. Unbelievable first half.
Yeah, they thought they could line it and punch it in. Perhaps clocking it would have been a better idea, and sort of set everything up. And so Escambia will have the ball to start quarter number 3.
What a wild first half, Calvin.
Yeah, you know, you can make a good case for it being 21-14, but it's not. It's 28-7. So Rebels couldn't get in and gave up the ball on turnover, which got Escambia set up on a short field, 1 or 2 yard line. And here we are. Long way to go. A lot of football left to play, but a really big uphill climb, especially when you're going to kick off to them and you haven't been able to stop their offense. Chambers could be looking at a 35-7 worst case scenario if they're not careful.
Yep. Well, while we go to halftime here, we're going to watch the cheerleaders, and then as we get into it, we're going to watch the Lamar Allen memoir of the first Chambers Academy football team.
I'm going to try to show this to everybody.
We're going to go ahead.
This was the first home program of the first year of Chambers Academy. First home game played at Torbert Field. I think they sold them for $10 a piece. You see it says 1971 Rebels. Of course, y'all have been sponsoring Rebel football for over 50 years. The Fett Trucking Implement, which was Mr. Joe Wade. Then it was Wade Hardware, then this Lafette Davis Tire, that was Mr. Tommy Davis in Opelika. Chambers Drug Company, that was Lewis Lowe, Mr. Walter Lowe. And I'm sorry, it's 50-something years old, but They're the first cheerleaders for Chambers Academy. Langley Pupwood, Mr. Scott Langley, sponsored a lot of stuff at Chambers Academy. Genuine Motor Parts. Mr. Harold Howell. That was the Napa Auto Parts store. Hughley Service Station, right across from First Baptist Church. Jones Body Shop. That was Mr. Pug Jones, lived out there. I had a shop right down on Highway 431, right where Jack's craft shop is. Alabama Farm Bureau, that was Miss Harm.
And we're going to interrupt that interesting talk from Lamar Allen to show our cheerleaders and Rebelettes, and then we'll cut back.
We have senior UCA All-American Bailey Allen. Senior UCA All-American Lindsey Fuller. Senior UCA All-American and AISA All-Star Kaylin Keebler. Sophomore Gabby Lamb. Sophomore Jordan Miles. Sophomore Allison Knowles. Senior Maddie Reese. Senior co-captain and UCA All-American Natalie Lovelace. Senior captain UCA All-American and AISA All-Star Claire Allen. Melissa. All right, we're going to have our Rebelettes perform for you guys right now. now we're actually going to have a special performance done by one of Escambia's own majorette. Awesome job. Now we're going to see from our own CA girls.
Sit on the box, on your feet, stop clapping. Got a real good feeling, something about it. Let's go.
I'm going to try to show this to everybody. This was the first home program of the first year of Chambers Academy. First home game played at Tolbert Field. I think they sold them for $0.10 a piece. You see it says 1971 Rebels. course, y'all have been sponsoring Rebel football for over 50 years. The Fett Trucking Implement, which was Mr. Joe Wade. And it was Wade Hardware, and this Lafette Davis Dyer, that was Mr. Tommy Davis in Opelika. Chambers Drug Company, that was Lewis Lowe, Mr. Walter Lowe. And I'm sorry, it's 50-something years old, but there's the first cheerleaders for Chambers Academy. Langley Pupwood, Mr. Scott Langley sponsored a lot of stuff at Chambers Academy. Genuine Motor Parts, Mr. Harold Howell, that was the Napa Auto Parts store. Hughley Service Station, right across from First Baptist Church. Jones Body Shop, that was Mr. Pug Jones, lived out there. I had a shop right down on Highway 431, right where Jack's craft shop is. Alabama Farm Bureau, that was Miss Harmon forever. Lafette Son, that would have been Miss Bonnie Hand back then. Lashley's Pharmacy in Lynette, don't know anything about them. Western Auto Store, Mr. Preston, got my first bicycle there about 1962. Somewhere along in that, it was right, it's where the courthouse and the clerk's office is now. Trailers Nursing Home number 2, that's Richard Traylor. Piedmont Foresters, I'm sorry. Mr. Bill Frazier, I don't even think they had football when he was born. Laney Service Station, that was on the corner of 431 and Highway 50. Home Federal Savings and Loan, that was downtown at the time next to Brazel's Barbershop. You go get a Brazel Dazzle and you could put $5 in your savings account. I'm fixing to try to do this off of memory, but that is Greg Welch, Aaron Halsley, Jimmy Taylor, Clyde Sims, and Nicky Tomlinson. That was the seniors on our first football team. Look at there. A lot of y'all remember Miss Ranch Motel, Miss Nolan Trailer Park, that's Neil Reynolds' grandmother. Parker's IGA in Lafette. At the time this was printed, Parker's was over by, right next to Home Savings and Loan over by Brazel's Barbershop. Lyle's Restaurant. At the time, that was Jimmy Rogers' restaurant, right on the corner there. Johnson Sanders Funeral Home. They've been the same place forever. A Flower Shop by Miss Wood. Mickle and Jacobs. That was on the corner of Highway 50 and I couldn't tell you what that store was, or street was, but there's Ramage and Odom. They were all right there around the old Presbyterian church. There's Mr. Jack T. Langley. That's Billy Langley's dad. He had the wood yard at the end of the road down there. Seen Fred Harmon many a morning come in at 7:30 on his way to school with a quarter putwood on his truck. He'd already got that morning before coming to school. Taking it down to Mr. Jack to get his money. And here is the sophomores and juniors. This is a little blurry, but that's Art Powers, Bodine Dodger, Jeffrey Dodger, Floyd Ruff, Donnie Cable, Dwight Walters. Then you got Gary East. That's Sid Mickle. He changed numbers when they figured out he couldn't catch. They took that end off of him.
fired up. I don't know what we
All right, we're back live. We're about ready to start the third quarter. By virtue of winning the toss, Escambia will receive the second half kickoff. And they are all crowded up. Chester on the 50. They're looking for a onside kick.
Number 6, Bud Conway, is doing the kickoff duties.
Just there's a good argument either way on an onside kick. That was probably the best one because you're going to get them set up.
Ball taken by number 22, brings it out to the 41-yard line.
Number 22.
Little activity after the play by number 7.
Number 7, who's been doing stuff like that all night.
Yeah, Farish.
Tackle made by number 10.
He was tangled up with Hunter Burdett and got up pushing.
He's been standing over there taunting the crowd and taunting the teams.
And we have a flag on the
They
play.
finally caught him.
Personal foul. It's the offense. 15-yard penalty.
So that's going to push the Cougars back 15 yards.
Personal foul the call against Escambia.
Well, Coach Allen and his staff are known for, well, the clock's running. Hope somebody catches that, and they did.
Okay.
After the penalty march off, the ball
Coach
was
Allen's
in the
asking him
mark
to put time back on the
at
clock.
the 26-yard line.
He's going to put 11:50, so nearly a minute ran off the clock.
Game clock to 11 minutes 50 seconds.
So that will straighten that out. I was going to say, usually Coach Allen and his staff make very good adjustments at halftime. Quite often what a team has at halftime is what they end up with. So let's see if we've made those adjustments here.
Sims and Nettle in the backfield for the Cougars. Hand off to Nettles right up the middle, and he gashes right through the Rebel defense for a pickup of close to 13 on that first down run.
On the tackle for the Rebels, number 11, Jarquez Banks, and number 21.
Ball spotted at the Cougar 41. Rebel defense is going to have to stop this high-octane Cougar offense here. Another handoff right up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage by number 57. That's Braden Monkus. Big tackle for a loss, actually of about a yard on the play.
On the tackle for the Rebels, big number 57, Braden Monkus.
Well, it's going to turn it after the spot. It's going to be right about where it was, so we'll go no gain.
Bring up second down and 10. Sims goes under center. He's going to tuck this one and looking for some running room. 56 got him bottled up there. That's Hunter Knox, senior Hunter Knox.
Number 2, Sims.
Well, this will be third and
this will be a third and 9.
Third and 9, it's the longest third down to go they've had the whole game. Well, they keep moving. Still going to be the longest one, but it's down about 3rd and 7 now.
Ball will be marked at the 44-yard line. Bring up
Very favorable spot on that.
7.
Call it 3rd and 7 for the Cougars.
Eleven runs out to the
Sims is looking to his left.
Receiver position.
Offensive line has Sims contained, and there's a flag on the play, and the Rebel defense holds the Cougars on 3rd and long, but let's check that penalty. They got a holding.
Number 2, Raymond Sims.
Interesting choice here.
Number 12, Cross Collie, is a little slow getting up.
I was going to say this. It's going to bring up 4th and 8, which is ordinarily a punting situation. And the first time tonight, the Cougars will punt.
Brings up 4th down.
We think.
And about 7.
Last time these two played, we had onside kicks and fake punts and a little. And you got your quarterback in punt formation, and number 11's right there where he could take a direct snap. So
John White and Spud Conway are back to get the punt from Sims. High snap. And
whoops.
Collie held up, and they're trying to get a roughing the kicker, but that's not going to happen there. Cross Collie held up on that and did a good job.
Nice acting job anyway.
And the ball is spotted at the 28-yard line where the Rebels will take over with 9 minutes and 27 seconds.
It was good restraint by the official because that was more the kicker ran into the into the
pursuit, yeah.
Instead of the blocker running into the kicker. Well, this is what you wanted, man.
9:27 left to go here in the third. Rebels down 21. Hendricks in there at quarterback. Pitch to T.Y. met in the backfield immediately.
He ran right into the defender.
And now goes to number 1, T.Y. Trammell.
T.Y. has had a couple plays to break for some yards tonight, but they have kept him contained.
And that particular play's not got anything all night. That might want to put that one in the book for next year.
Second down and about 14 for the Rebels.
They've gotten a lot more yardage with T.Y. by
getting him outside.
Getting him on the edge.
Hendricks under center.
14.
Play clock's under 10.
Yeah, you don't want to use a timeout here if you can help it. Well, but we got to.
All right, well, while we got a timeout on the field, let's take a little note here from our sponsors. Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting. For all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing, call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
Sugar, we are screaming Go Rebels! Also, come check us out in-store or online. GimmeSomeSugarLafette.com for all your Christmas gift-giving needs.
Well, we're back with you. It's 2nd and 14 off of a Rebel timeout. So Forchester, the down the field passing game has not gotten untracked at all tonight.
Nope. Rebels took that timeout on 2nd down and 14.
They've only tried 2 passes downfield, and they both were right on target, but one was out of bounds and one was tapped away.
Oh, nice route by hit Conway down the left side, and he's making some tacklers miss, and he is into Cougar territory. Nice play there by the Rebels.
To number 6.
Good completion there for Hendricks to get him on track.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line. First down.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line of the Cougars. 1st and 10 Rebels. Little razzle-dazzle here, reverse to John White, and he is met right at the 50. And that's where they're going to give him forward progression.
He's going to get us a shout-out to Dr. Crowder.
Yep. Doc Crowder, if you're listening, yeah. First time on the 50 tonight.
For no gain. They actually have lost a yard.
Ever so slight loss.
2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 11.
Hendricks has Benbrook off to his left, as well as 2 wide receivers to the near side. Hendricks rolls out to his left, looking downfield, looking for T.Y. And, just over the outstretched hands, and interception by number 2, second one of the night for Landon Sims. And they're going to spot it down at the 11.
Well, it's like a long punt, but still, it sure would have been nice to have gotten some points out of that.
First down and 10, Escambia.
That's the second interception of the evening for Sims. Cougars will take over deep in their own territory with 7 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the third.
Fortunate that he fell down, Chester, because he had a good little bit of room he could have returned that.
The Rebel defense has got to make a big stand here. Number 11 right up the middle. It's been the prescription for them all night tonight. And there goes a helmet.
Yeah, thought it was a ball for a second.
Pickup of about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Cougars.
Number 11, Nettles on the carry. Tackle made by number 57.
He'll come out
Montes.
for one play.
And
Number 3,
12,
Crook,
Cross
checks in
County.
for the Cougars in the backfield. Sims has 2 receivers stacked out to his far side, and to his left. He looks that way. It's his receiver out there, one Rebel to beat, and tackled by number 21, Gavin Kite, out at the 30-yard line, but that's enough for a Cougar first down.
Number
Jarquez was involved in that as well.
Yep, number 11.
Number 21,
He had
Gavin Kite, and a number 11, Jarquez Banks.
Had a big sack in the championship game last year that I still remember.
Yeah, he came from the blind side on that one. Yeah.
Worst thing that's going on that, Chester, is they're starting to use
they're milking
almost the entire play clock.
Yep.
Every first down is going to take about right at 3 minutes off the clock.
Sims takes this one. Design quarterback run for about 2 yards, met right at the line, and pushes forward. Bring up 2nd down and about 8 for the Cougars.
The play picks up about
After this play is snapped, we'll be under 6 minutes in the third.
tackle made by the entire defensive line. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
We do have some scores for the 1A games. Lowndes is leading Sparta 22-0, and Jackson was leading Crenshaw 16-0. And the
Nettles on the sweep there, and he is met by Ashton Chambers, number 24, and number 21, Gavin Kite.
Number 11,
but
No
that's
first
enough
down.
for a first down for the Cougars.
made by number 21,
some
Gavin Kite, along with
unusual news from the
Ashton
3A.
Chambers.
AISA Pike's coach today was relieved of his duties,
Unfortunately,
and they will play tonight with an interim coach as they host Glenwood.
First and 10.
And then Lee Scott is at Tuscaloosa, so you got the Auburn school at the Alabama school. That's interesting.
Yeah, I saw where Lee Scott was having a caravan up to Tuscaloosa for that game. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Sims drops back, and he's going for it over the top, and no one's home. And they got a flag out there for.
It's going to be on Hurst, I guess.
Number 6.
Mightn't you everybody saw it, whatever it was.
Coverage.
Got a flag from in front, a flag from the side, and a flag from behind it. So. And that'll be a first down.
Defensive holding called against Chambers. First down and 10, Escambia.
Touchdown here, Chester, could kind of be like a dagger.
Yes, it could be. That would.
Rebels have had the ball twice with a chance to cut the lead to 14 and not able to cash in either time, ending the first half on the 1 yard line or the 1 foot line.
Pitch to Nettles to the left side. He cuts back inside and lunges forward and picks up about 6 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and a long 4.
Number 16, John White on the tackle.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the third. Rebels are down 21.
Yep, yeah, I thought I saw that. They did too. Going to be a procedure penalty on the left tackle.
That'll push him back 5 yards.
Illegal procedure against the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay. Check it down.
Illegal procedure to call against Escambia. After the penalty is marched off, the ball will be spotted at the
second down and 9 for the Cougars.
Brings up second down and 9.
Yeah, the Cougars have really slowed this game down tremendously, using as much clock as they possibly can.
Well, yeah, that's how
you fake handoff to jump pass. It's number 10 across the middle, and John White is down there tackling him at the 7-yard line. Sims kept that one in his gut, waited for the tight end to break out and hit him over the top. Big pass play.
You could tell something was going on there because he never committed to running into the line. He just stopped. But he drew the defense in, and it's now first and goal once again.
First and goal for the Cougars. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Sims hands off to Nettles off the right side, and he is caught in the backfield for a loss by number 14, Hunter Burdett.
Number 11, Nettles.
Ashton Chambers with the assist.
On the carry. Tackle made by number 14.
Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Second down and goal.
Second down and goal.
School board says second and 10, but it's actually second and about
that's
six and a half.
Yeah. Play clock's under 10. The Cougars doesn't seem to have the play in.
Yeah, they have their full complement of timeouts.
Sims rolls out to his right, and
did he catch it?
Yep, hits number 1 in the quarter for a touchdown. That is Haynes from the catch for the Cougars.
He ended up outside the end zone, so I couldn't tell if they got him on the 1 or not.
Now he had the ball inside the goal line.
You know, when you look at how badly Otago beat this team, of course, they were tied at one point in time. They ended up beating them pretty good. Kind of lets you know how good Otago really is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Landon Sims.
Yeah, if you caught the game last night, you saw.
Well, they're undefeated and really haven't been tested.
That was a bad snap,
except by Escambia.
Sims could not get that one up over the line, so the extra point is no good. So with 3:02 left to go in the third, the Rebels are down 34-7.
With 3:02 remaining in the third quarter, it's your Chambers Academy Rebels 7.
Well, Chester miracles do happen, especially here at Torbert Allen Field, but it would take a significant one at this point.
Yep.
Although you still see a lot of fight in this team out here, they haven't given up. They've got to know they have really run up against an offense that they didn't have much of an answer for.
Nah.
And you could make a good case for us having from 14 to 21 points on an average night, but still just no answer for this offense. They've punted one time.
Sims gets a hold of this kick again, and it is into the end zone. You know, that's something else. The starting field position has been in totally different worlds for the Rebels and the Cougars.
Well, everything he's kicking now is going in the end zone. The first time or two able to get returns, even though not very big returns. But well, we'll see what our 28-point play is. Got to get 7 before you get 28, so.
Yep, start chipping away at it. Hendricks in there at quarterback. Conway in motion. Hendricks rolls out to his right, and he makes one defender miss, and he is sacked for a loss on the play. Looks like he was looking for Benbrook out of the backfield.
JoJo Hendricks is sacked.
Spot him down at the 15, loss of 5 on that. 2nd down and 15 for the Rebels.
And number 4, Brian Brown.
You know, JoJo can take a hit.
Yeah.
He,
White in motion.
I think I've said before, but
takes a sweep. Nice block by Jordan. John White's got some running room and lowers his shoulder down close to first down yardage, but they're going to mark him out at the 28.
Ball was pitched to number 16, senior John White.
Goes out of bounds, stops the clock.
Out of bounds.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Rebels.
27, 28-yard line. It's going to be about 3 yards shy. Brings up 3rd down.
Hand off to T.Y. off the left side. Got the first down and then some more. Out to the 35.
Handoff goes to number 1, senior T.Y. Trammell.
JoJo's great-grandfather and my wife's grandmother were twins.
Down at the
And
35-yard line.
he's built up a lot like his great-grandfather.
Hand off to T.Y. on the right side, looking for some room. Busted outside, flag on the play. T.Y. is out and up for a first down if this play stands, but we need to check that penalty.
Number 1, T.Y. Trammell on the carry.
Somebody's shaking up a little bit.
Pushes him out of bounds.
Can't read his number.
He'll be marked out at the 49-yard line.
58. That's going to be
Nick Ford.
Ford, yeah. He's kind of favoring that ankle that he got injured earlier in the year. Caused him to miss a game or two. Well, if you're going to hold, at least it's on first down.
Yep.
Except the foul took place way back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Replay first down.
So we're on the 21, and we got to get to the 45. That's 1st and 24. Scoreboard says 20.
Right up the
That's
middle,
optimistic.
and Benbrook was wrestled down by his face mask, and they're going to call that one quickly.
Jordan Benbrook on the carry.
Well, that may put us back.
That was J.J. Stevens on the
Down by number 10,
penalty.
J.J. Stevens, and we have a flag.
Got up acting like what happened.
Personal foul. Use the defense. No penalty. First down.
Personal foul penalty on the Cougars. That'll set up first down for the Rebels.
Well, or will it? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it's an automatic first down.
Results of the penalty. The ball will
I
be
guess it
marked
is.
at the 42-yard
Well.
line.
Yeah, they're going to talk about that. I'm not sure.
I thought a personal foul was an automatic first down.
I think it.
No?
It was 1st and 20 or so.
Yeah, it was 1st and 24, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but apparently it was. Apparently it wasn't, because now it's 1st and 2.
We're under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Of course, it was from the spot of the foul, so there again, you got the game plus the 15 yards.
Hendricks is looking down the left side, and he hits Conway for a first down. Rebels gets out of bounds.
That was a textbook Spud Conway catch right there.
Yep. At the 41 of the Cougars, under 2 minutes in the third.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. First down, Chambers.
Yeah, I'm not so sure they weren't offside. I don't know whether we moved or not, but yes, we did.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Procedure call on the Rebels, pushing back 5 yards.
A hard time getting set tonight, which is
Yeah, they're trying to push the tempo a little bit, and everybody's not set.
in game 12. You would.
First and 15, Chambers.
This is the 12th time Chambers has been in a semifinal game, and they've won 9 of the previous 12. So it's not like you hadn't been here. Been to 6 in a row. And that's going to be. That's because Jordan was leaning forward and kind of lost his balance. If you'll see, he's leaning forward, and whoops.
After the 5-yard mark off, we will replay first down and 1.
Well, we're back to 1st and 20.
1st and 20 from the Rebel 49.
Gravity can be an evil adversary.
2 wide receivers to the near side for Hendricks. Looking for a receiver, and it is picked off by number 10. Or
It's number 11.
Sorry. That is Nettles on the interception.
Hendricks pass is
That's the 3rd interception this evening.
11, Daniel Nettles.
2 by Sims and 1 by Nettles. So the Rebels turn the ball over with 1:15 left to go here in the 3rd.
First down and 10, Escambia.
And nobody's going to feel worse about that than JoJo, but some of those interceptions have been athletic marvels. You had one where the guy jumped way up off the ground and got it, and I didn't exactly see that one, but it's hopefully JoJo can look back on this season and realize where he took us and not that he had some freak interceptions.
Sims under center. Handoff right up the gut, power run. Met at the line. Rebel defense is not giving up. We're going to give him 1 on that. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Left side.
Well, hopefully you'll see these kids play till whatever the final whistle brings. I mean,
Number 14, Brady Howell on the carry, picks up 1 yard.
Under 1 minute left to go here in the 3rd.
This is a program that's been to 6 championships in a row and won 2 of them, so you don't
quit early, that's for sure.
You don't pack up your suitcase and take your toys and go home. This will only be, if it holds up, the 4th semifinal game the Rebels have ever lost. Going back, I guess, to 1999, because that's when, 88, because that's when Mr. Owen said they lost theirs.
Hand off to Nettles, met by Cross Colley and Ashton Chambers, as well as Brandon Monkus at the line. Pick up maybe a yard on that. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. And that should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Chain crew will get to take a very short trip as the football will cross the line.
And while we have a stoppage of play here going into the 4th quarter, we'd like to take a message here from our sponsor. Sunshine Heating and Air. For all of your heating and cooling needs, call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. Come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels. Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's Boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, best meats in town, freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is #1. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama.
All right, we are back with you. It's first play of the fourth quarter. Rebels are down by 27, and Escambia faces a 3rd and 8.
Sims has 4 receivers to the near side, and they pitch it out to number 22, and he's going to pick up enough for a first down, and he steps out of
bounds. And it looks like we're going to have a hole, which would probably explain why he got loose there.
Pass is complete to number 22, Devin Cooley. He's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, I saw that on the replay there. It was a big hold.
38-yard line.
Bring up about a 3rd and more than 10. Looks like the penalty was dropped around the 50, so that'll put him at the 40, and the line to gain is the 44 of the others.
It's
going to spot the 39, so that's 11 and 6. That's 17. 3rd and 17. Now this is where you really want to be sure you don't let them get loose.
Mark back at the 39-yard line.
Third and 17 for the Cougars. Same formation, 4 off to the near side, wide receivers.
Somebody better watch 11 over there. That's who's going to go to this time.
Sim just trying to go up over the top, and ball goes incomplete. Nice coverage out there.
Yep, Spud Conway on the defense.
He was shadowing Nettles all the way down there, so that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Cougars. 11:33 left to go here in the game.
Number 6, Spud Conway.
Spud Conway and John White are back deep for the Rebels. Sims is doing the kicking duties.
Knox started to come out, looked like he was limping a little bit, and they turned him around. So just trying to see if Ryan Smith was out there. He's usually the punt blocker.
Oh, fake punt off the right side. And Landon Sims hurdles a Rebel player and has got enough for a first down. Big call by the Cougars there.
Yeah, Cross really put somebody on the ground back there. That's kind of, he almost blew that play up.
Wow.
Sims on the run for Escambia.
A fake punt.
Ball will be marked at the 38-yard line.
Bet they've been wanting to do that for a year, Chester, since we beat them on the on that fake punt.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Rebel 38.
I'll take our fake punt over that one any day, because it won the state championship.
Hand off to Nettles, right up the middle. Pickup of about 5 on the first down carry.
Number 11 on the carry for Escambia. Initial contact by number 55, Bousma. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Well, they're going to call about 2nd down and 6 for the Cougars.
School board says 7, but I agree with you. I think it's more like 6.
Sims has 2 wide receivers to his right. Looking right down the hash and overthrows his intended target, Nettles. And that incomplete pass stops the clock with 10 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the 4th. Yeah, I'm kind of questioning that fake punt there, you know. That's just...
Yeah, that's something they made their mind up last year they would do if they got to play us again.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't even make any difference. When you're up by 27, you know.
3rd and 7, yeah.
Yeah, 27. That was just one of those. You did it to us, so we're going to do it to you.
Yep, 3 wide receivers out to the near side for Sims. He rolls that way, and he looking for his target, number 6. And he is tackled out of bounds
by Ben Banks.
Yep. And Jarquez Banks.
Tackle made on the play by number 7, senior Ben Banks. It'll be first down, Escambia.
That completion is enough for a Cougar first down. Ball is spotted inside the 20 in the red zone at the 18-yard line.
If you're wondering, we will still do some interviews after this game. I'm sure we'll interview Coach Allen. Not sure which one of the kids may want to be interviewed, and we will respect that, obviously.
Hand off to Nettles off the right side. Getting behind that big offensive line and pushing forward. Picks up close to 8.
Number 11, Jadaniel Nettles.
Somebody shaking up for the Cougars. He's going to get up and try to stay in the game.
It's going to bring up second down and short.
At this point, I think if I had one of those offensive linemen shaking up, I'd get them on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Play picks up 8 yards. Brings up second down and 2.
Next time we get the ball, we'll talk about this senior class because they are a superlative class.
Second down and 2. Ball is inside the 10. Fake to Nettles. Sims tucks it and tackled by number 14. That's Hunter Burdett, and Gavin Kite is in there as well on the tackle. And there was a helmet that flew out of there.
Yeah, that was Sims' helmet apparently. I think you're going to have more than one penalty as the officials are separating everybody. Some of the juniors are in the game or helping to kind of get between everybody. Be their team next year. As the officials huddle, we'll see what the results, what the damage is. Quite often this is an offsetting penalty situation.
First and foul, face man, defense. After this is the goal, first down.
Well, it's just one penalty. I thought sure there was going to be 2 because one of those flags was pretty late.
Number 8, Hayden Hurst checks in.
First and goal from the 5.
It's actually spotted at the almost 3-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I see the down marker now. I was looking at the chain crew.
Five wide receivers out there. Timeout by Escambia. And while we got a timeout on the field, we'd like to get a note from our sponsors.
Daniel
Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061. You call, we haul. Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
All right, we're back on, still during a timeout called by Escambia. Chester and I are trying to find a Lee Scott score for you. You know, Lee Scott came here first game of the season, and we handled him pretty well, and they've won like 9 in a row.
Looks like Tuscaloosa is up 26-6 on Lee Scott at Tuscaloosa.
And we have a final from Jackson. Jackson has defeated Crenshaw 42-0.
Ooh.
So they'll play for a championship. You know, they came here last year. We were 1A and almost took care of us. They were a 4 seed, and we could tell then, as young a team as they had some stuff.
Sims has 3 wide receivers.
Some good days ahead of them.
They're going to have to reset the play clock, it looks like. Hand off to Nettles off the left side, but met quickly by the Rebel defense. Number 14, Hunter Burdett, and 21, Gavin Kite involved in that.
Number 11, Jadaniel Nettles on the carry.
And we've got a Rebel down.
Lowndes is still up on Sparta, so let's start the 1A game. Lowndes wins 35-20, so the 1A matchup is set. It will be Lowndes versus Jackson.
It looks like there's about 3 minutes left to.
We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
All right, we're back on. It is second and goal. Not sure where we were when we broke for that commercial, but the 1A game is set. It will be Lowndes and Jackson. Winner of this game will take on Otaga. And 3A, we know Tuscaloosa is leading Lee Scott, and that's about all we know about that.
Yeah, Lee Scott just scored. Sims rolls out to his right, and he is met in the backfield by John White, as well as number 11. That is Jarquez Banks.
Quarterback Landon Sims is
It's kind of funny, Chester, once again, just like last year. We played and defeated Lowndes, and they'll play for a 1A championship. We played Pike, lost by 3 to them, and they're playing for a championship. Beat Lee Scott, they're playing for a championship, try to get their championship. So you can't say we play a cupcake schedule around here.
No, that's for sure.
Third and goal.
Sims drops back, looks to his right. Flag on the play. And tackled down at about the 3-yard line, so let's check that penalty.
Like the rock in the back of that, so it happened after the flag had been dropped. They want to take this away and play, make it 4th and goal, but it's only a 5-yard penalty. They didn't get down to what, 2 or 3 yards. Yeah.
If you're average, 5-yard carry,
that's true.
Push it back.
So it's 3rd and goal from 13.
Timeout on the field.
So they take their second timeout.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank. Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill.
And we're back with you. After the timeout, Escambia will face 3rd and goal.
A lot of heat on Sims, and he has escaped the pressure. Got a couple Rebels to beat, and he is in for a touchdown.
We got more flags.
Number 2, Brandon Sims takes it in for the Escambia touchdown, but we have
That's one stat we need to look at, Kevin, is how many penalties in this game. This has been a...
Well, most of them have been on them, though, so...
Yeah.
Had a face mask against us, I remember, and...
Block in the back. Against the offense, 10-yard penalty from the
had a-
foul. Replay 3rd down.
Had a holding on the...
Blocking back the call against Escambia.
defensive
Yeah, ball
pass.
will be marked.
Well, that's going to put the ball back out at the 12-yard line.
So we'll just start over.
Yeah. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the game.
Cross Golly went back in, so he was not too badly hurt. I don't know anything about defensive signals, but they sure are throwing a lot of them out there. Well, 2 and 11 in the backfield again.
Sims drops back, rolls to his right, looks right back across the middle, and overshoots his target. Number 7, Ben Banks on the coverage. That's going to bring up 4th down and goal.
For number 1, Malachi Haynes. Number 7, senior Ben Banks on the coverage.
Well,
what do you do here, Calvin? It's like Sims is going to be coming on for the field
he's
goal.
going to try a field goal, yeah. Guess they need practice for that, and that's what you do on 4th and that distance. You put points on the board.
Yep. The last
put them up by 30.
Yeah. The last snap for the extra point was low and bobbled. Get the snap down. The kick is up, and it is good.
And the 29-yard attempt is good.
29-yard field goal attempt by Sims with 6
6:30
minutes
to go
and 30
in the
seconds left to
fourth
go in the
quarter.
4th.
It's your Chambers Academy Rebels 7, Escambia 37.
Rebels are down by 30.
Still just 9-0 in the second half. So things have gone much better defensively, but offense is, even though it had a spark at the end of the first half, they couldn't quite get that spark back.
Just a couple plays here and there. That one play there at the end of the first half with Benbrook lunging forward. Just didn't cross the goal.
Yeah. But you know what they say: if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd have a Merry Christmas. I mean, quite frankly, we're just losing to better teams. What it's boiling down to.
Yeah.
And I think everybody. I remember Coach Adler when we did the preseason interview and asked him about 2A. He said Escambia and Otago are both loaded.
Oh yeah.
They both went out and added some players, and of course Otago's coach is known for that.
TY is going to take this one at the 1.
He can have a junior class with 3 and then have a senior class with 35.
TY brings it out to the 30. Some big hits out there on that
Number 1,
kick coverage.
on the return.
Let's talk about this senior class while we have the ball.
On the return by number 4, Brian Brown.
Before tonight's game, they were 40. We went back 4 years because some of these kids played as freshmen. They were 46-6. 46 wins, 6 losses. Of course, tonight will be the 7th. They were 28-1 at home, so
Yeah.
they'll finish their careers 28-2 at home and 16-5 on the road.
That's some amazing stats right there.
An incredible 6-year run of championship games.
8.5-yard line, I should say.
It will come to an
First
end,
down and 10, Chambers.
which is sad, but just gives you a lot of incentive to start another streak next year.
Ben Brooks in there at quarterback, and he pushes forward for a pickup of about one.
At quarterback.
You know, and people always say, are you rebuilding? No, they're just reloading. You know, if you look down the line in JV and in the Pee-wees, I mean, there's so much talent coming up.
And you know, this recruiting thing, unfortunately, has become kind of a issue with AISA, so that they redid their classification system because of it. And schools that don't recruit.
Jordan is pushing the pile, and he is out past the
great
40 to
run.
the 41.
Jordan Benbrook on the quarterback keeper.
Ryan Smith checking up on the play.
Tackle made on the play by number 4, number 4, Brian Brown.
Whatever happened behind the play. I don't know.
Good to see Ryan Smith hop up there real
Yeah,
quick.
I think he just had a cramp because he was completely behind the play and just kind of went down. So I think that's going to be a cramp. Scoreboard says second down, but it is actually 1st and 10.
Hendricks flings it out to T.Y., trying to make some folks miss. He comes back inside and tackle actually for a loss on the play of about 2.
Pass is complete to T.Y. Trammell. Number 1, Malachi Haynes, and number 14, Brady Howell.
You know, the only other game they lost here at Chester was to Bessemer. And I don't remember what that score was, but it was something like 35-21, so this is kind of similar. And something weird happened at the end of the first half of that game that kind of unraveled it. I don't remember what it was. It was a pass they called a lateral or something, and they.
Yeah, that was an odd game.
And Bessemer recovered it and ended up scoring.
T.Y. takes the hand off, and he's got some running room. He's out to the 50 and hit out of bounds.
Took Hayden Hurst out on the sideline. He appears to be okay.
A little bit of chatter over there on the sidelines.
48-yard line.
Probably wishing
First
each other
down,
best wishes.
Something like that.
Hand off to Conway, and he is.
Got positive yardage out of it.
Yeah, he got stopped quickly, though. Somebody got a big paw out there and grabbed him and pulled on maybe a jersey or something. Pickup of. They're going to give him 2 on that. 2nd down and 8.
On the tackle. Play picks up about 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 8.
Somebody tried to throw the towel to the sideline. It made about a yard. Hope nobody slips on it.
Oh, Gavin stuck his hand up there and caught that one. Big catch by Gavin Kite right down the middle. He just stuck that paw out there and grabbed that one out of the air.
They'll be marked down at about the 30-yard line.
Gavin will be one of the seniors we'll build next year's team around. For the
number 21, Gavin Kite.
2nd year in a row, we'll have a new quarterback.
Chambers.
That'll be an interesting look.
Well, you got your last 2 starters at JV are both available, so.
Hendricks rolls out to his right, and he's looking downfield for John White. Overthrows his target. Pass falls incomplete and stops the clock with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to go here in the game.
For number 16, John White.
Yeah, we got what?
Brings up 2nd
Hand.
down and 10.
No, Cole Baker coming up.
And Norgard.
Norgard, yeah.
And then Hand, I think, has played some quarterback, but I think you're going to probably see him more in a running in the backfield with Kite. And Ryan Smith's going to be probably your defensive leader. Waldrop will be back.
Pass is overthrown. just out of the reach of T.Y. Trammell. And, boy, the Cougars sailed out on that one, man. They brought the house after Hendricks.
Incomplete. Third down and 10.
Third down and 10 for the Rebels.
Once again, a couple of plays to get 10 yards. Be nice to finish up with a touchdown and by one of the seniors. Coach Allen has left the first string in there, and that's perfectly appropriate. Let them finish it out.
Hendrick rolls out to his right and hits number 16, John White, down at the 13-yard line.
John White.
That's enough for a Rebel first down.
At the 12-yard line. First down, Chambers.
Yeah, it would be nice to finish this off with a couple seniors hooking up for a touchdown.
Yeah. It's a shame only one of them can score. You think of 3 or 4 of them that you say, man, that's great they got that touchdown.
Hand off to Jordan Benbrook off the right side, inside the 10.
He'll get down to the 7.
Number 13, Jordan Benbrook. He's tackled on the play by number 10, J.J. Stevens.
Pickup of about 5 on that carry to bring up second down and 5.
Picks up about 3 or 4 yards, brings up second down and 5.
Hand off to T.Y. Goes to the left side, fighting through some tackles.
And now
Never get him down.
T.Y. Trammell.
Good fight out there by T.Y.
Plenty of time. We got 2 timeouts and nearly 3 minutes, so this drive will end one way or the
That
other.
goes for no gain. Actually, they're going to say he picked up a yard. Third down and 4.
3rd and 4. Hand off to T.Y. Busting right through the line, and he is down to about the touchdown, Rebels.
T.Y. Trammell takes the handoff and he's in.
I thought he went across,
touchdown.
but unlike you, I thought Benbrook went across in the first time.
Yep. Well, that's another Ricky Elliott Associates touchdown.
You know, there you have it, Chester. You get that touchdown at the end of the half. It's 37-21 now. You're only down 16, but it's didn't work out. It's like they're going to go for 2.
Benbrook's in there, the quarterback. Rolls out and throws it back to no one's home, and ball is batted down. And they're going to throw a flag on the play.
And the 2-point conversion is no good.
I don't know what happened
We have
here.
a flag on the
Did
conversion.
he get roughed, or did he just say something that somebody didn't like? No, I believe that's going to be a roughing.
Now Benbrook got tackled pretty hard there as a quarterback, and he got up and pushing.
Well, I don't know which one we're going to get, because theoretically they could have called roughing.
Penalized on the kickoff.
Well,
Unsportsmanlike conduct, the call on the defense.
he pointed toward Escambia time, and that's what I thought of the first contact was them. I agree with you. He probably shouldn't have stood up and pushed him back.
So the Rose will be kicking off.
Yeah, typically it's the second person that gets called for it. So
Conway getting set to kick the ball off.
Well, they haven't marked the penalty. Or maybe they did. Maybe pointed the wrong way because we're kicking off from the 25.
Yeah.
So I guess it was the second person.
Yeah. Spud Conway is kicking off for the Rebels.
Hadn't had to try an onside kick all year. I guess we'll see where this one goes.
Drops it down at about the 40-yard line. Sims takes a knee at the 42.
Well, you would think they'd be content with running the clock out here. Of course, you still got to tackle.
Yep.
Number 11, but
The kick is marked at
you got to give credit where credit's due. They came in with a good game plan and some
first down and 10 to Escambia.
great athletic plays this evening.
well, and they've got a good team, which
Yeah.
again that tells you how good Otaga is too. So Otaga and Escambia will be in the 2A game. We don't have a clue who's going to be in 3A because we don't have any scores.
Final. Tuscaloosa beat Lee Scott 26-13.
Right, well, let's see if we can find Glenwood and Pike, and then we'll know.
Number 14, Hunter Burdett on the tackle. Finished off by, I think that was Dylan Williams.
He is brought down.
See if I can find that Glenwood score.
Yeah, Glenwood and Pike. It was at Pike, which is in Troy, so you'd think there'd be some.
Ashton Chambers in on the play, brings up set down and 5.
Well, we'd like to let you know if we can before this game's over. Five out of the 6 teams are set.
Hand off to number 3 off the right side. Got enough for a first down.
Handoff goes to number 3, Christian Crook.
Well, and if they
got 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go here in the game, and
that puts them where they can just take a knee.
Yeah, they should just take a knee and finish this one out.
And 10 Escambia.
Under a minute.
Pike beat Glenwood 29-6.
Okay. So Pike will play Tuscaloosa. That'll be Tuscaloosa's last game ever in the AISA.
Yep.
And then Otaga and Escambia.
A rematch of 5 weeks ago?
Yep. And Jackson and Lowndes. So those are interesting teams. Some of those teams that don't always get there.
All right, let's have a big round of applause.
Well, that'll do it here from Torbert Allen Field for this game. Rebels fall to the Escambia Cougars.
And an incredible 6-year string of championships comes to an end. But the Rebels do finish 10-2. It's 7th year in a row they've won at least 10 games, so that's something to build on for next year. Try to get 8 in a row.
Yep. Good to see the two teams come together at midfield.
In the state championship game.
It's the first time Escambia's ever beaten Chambers, but only the 3rd time they've ever played, so that's not really much of a stat. Chambers falls to 9-4 in semifinal games. The thing to remember there is we played in 13 semifinals in 51 years. That's about one every 4 years.
Yep.
13 times 4, 52. Yeah.
Best of luck to the guys, Escambia next week. You're going against Otaga. They have their work cut out for them after watching last night's game.
If you average that out, Chester, sure enough, that's one every 4 years. Of course, that statistic is also skewed because 7 of those have been in a row. But if you go strictly by the mathematical average, if you play football at Chambers and you play 4 years, you're going to be in a semifinal game.
Yep.
And if you cut it down to 25 years, which is really when most of the action is taking place, that's 10 championship games in 25 years.
For our young men.
Yep, that's
9 championship games in 25 years, but still, that's one almost every 2 years.
Oh yeah, this program is not going anywhere here at Chambers, and we got many bright years ahead of us.
We're going to stay with you for a little while, and then we're going to try to interview Coach Allen and whoever else on the team that would like to be interviewed. We are, as I said, going to respect their personal situations. Some of them obviously will be quite devastated that this incredible 6-year streak of championships games has been broken. And a lot of seniors that'll suddenly realize that their football careers are over. So it's it's just tough.
Yes,
it is. Parents that realize their kids won't be playing anymore. And
Friday Night Lights is the thing of the past. But hey, they need to hold their head high. That's a
46 and 7,
amazing record.
Who wouldn't trade places with that? I mean, I don't have time to sit down and do all the math on all the other teams in the state, but I would guarantee you there's not many 46 and 7 senior classes out there.
No, there's not.
And I mean, that's 53 games, and you play 10 games a year, so that's 13 extra games they've played over the regular season, which is, if you're lucky, you play 3 playoff games a year, so that's where those have come from.
Well, a great sight out here at midfield here at Torbert Allen Field. 2 teams coming together, respect on the field by 2 coaches, great coaches, and best of luck to Escambia next week against Taga.
Yeah, as we said, we beat Southern pretty handily, and they beat us in the championship game, so it can happen.
Yes, it can. So Coach Fountain and the rest of the coaching staff for the Cougars are going to head back down to Atmore and get their game plan ready for next week in the championship game down at Crampton Bowl.
We're going to head to the field house. We're going to stick with this a little bit longer. If they come and sing the fight song, we certainly want to get that for the last time. Don't know what they're going to do, but we'll stick with it a little while longer. The teams are separating now. So Coach Allen's going to take the Rebels over to the side, and this will be the 4th championship in a row for Escambia. They've kind of had the same situation Chambers has had. They've lost more than they've won, but you get there. Getting there is 3/4 of the battle, it seems like sometimes. First game Chambers has ever lost at Torbert Allen Field.
It is the first loss at Torbert Allen Field.
Well, if we wanted to be stinky, we could cut the scoreboard off while they're down there making pictures, but we don't do like some schools do. I've been to a few places where
right when the whistle blows,
thing shorted out right when the whistle blew. Darndest thing.
Yep.
Those tricky circuit breakers will get you.
Hard-fought battle out there this evening. The Rebels gave it all they had and left everything out there on the field.
Yeah, just couldn't
get that offense clicking there. That into the first half, kind of it just kind of a stub of the toe right there when Benbrook didn't get across the goal line. That was a big swing right there. Then giving the ball back to them at the beginning of the second.
And they scored every time they had the ball, but once.
Mm-hmm. They were one punt in the first half.
You're not going to beat many people when you let them score every time they have the ball but once.
Yep.
That's just a thing.
Yeah, 3 interceptions. So, but hey, still it's great to be a CA Rebel.
Well, and again, 10 victories is that's a big milestone in the high school program because you don't play but 10 games generally, and then you get the playoffs. You got to pick up your victories there, and 10 victories for 7 straight years, that's 70 wins, and that's Coach Allen started the year at 149. He'll start next year on 159. And I don't think they're going to do much else other than visit with family Chester.
Yep.
Maybe we should just kind of head to the field house and
wrap this one up.
Snag Coach Allen and maybe a few of the players. And just talk to them a little bit. So we will sign off from here. And y'all keep an eye out. Even though this was a losing effort, these kids and the coaches still may have some interesting input, some things that they want to talk about when we interview them, and maybe we can look back on the season as well. So never want to end this way, Chester, but it's been a great run, and we hope we'll start another one next year. We'll find out shortly after New Year's if we're going to be 1A, 2A, or 3A.
That'll be an interesting decision right there for AISA.
I mean, I don't think 1A is an option, but it'll be 2A or 3A. And it's kind of a situation where you kind of hope you aren't in the class that Otago's in.
That's right. That's right. But, hey, it was a great season for the Rebels, and they got a lot to be proud of. And looking forward to next year. A lot of be a different look for the offense, and we'll see some exciting things coming from Coach Allen and his staff. So all the respect to the Rebels out there and the coaching staff, and best wishes.
Yep, on to basketball. Y'all hang on and keep an eye on our channel. We'll have the post-game interviews posted shortly.